Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Finger points to the sky on this fine Tuesday. It's episode number 283 today. Hope you guys are all well. Hope you're enjoying the Euros and the lovely weather. I'm already wiping sweat from the brow because I am hot. It is warm. You can't have air conditioning on whilst you're filming a FIFA video. Sorry, I just wish I could. It's just too loud, unfortunately. So yeah, we'll have to deal with being a little bit hot for 20 minutes. But guys, if you could do me a huge favour as we enter the episode, smash the thumbs up button. 4,000 likes is your target on today's video. And I'd love it if you could continue to show that amazing support. Subscribe as well if you're new around here and click the little notification bell. So getting on into today's episode then, you guys obviously did me a huge favour in essentially forcing me to switch Goretzka and Sen around. So I've got Goretzka at defensive mid and Sen at centre back. It's been working quite well. We're 9-4 I think in the weekend league right now, so it's time to head back into for some more. Again, this is still like Saturday afternoon, evening content for me because I was desperate to try and get my 14 wins on Saturday night. In the first game of this session, come up against Red Messi, 98 rated, 0-0 at half-time. Tough old game in terms of possession. I was the one creating more chances, but he was holding the ball better. And it took until the 79th minute, I think, for super sub Luis Muriel to knock it back to Dembele into Carrasco. He can hit it at the near post, get me a goal, and I thought that was it. I thought I was winning the game. And unfortunately for me, he brought on a super sub of Douglas Costa. A little bit of a series legend for me. So it hurts that he scores that literally on the stroke of the 90th minute. So we had to go to extra time. Now, I think this, yeah, it was this one, right? You'll see why in a moment. I was kind of unaware of the fact that, you know, this was during the Denmark match. And I was unaware that this had basically, at that very moment, like about 30 seconds before, I think, is when Eriksen had collapsed. And I was just playing. I had a mate watching the game in Discord that was telling me what was going on. So I wanted to just get rid of this game get out of this game as soon as possible. And I guess this guy kind of did too. When I scored again, he just quit. And I guess that meant that we could both just go and watch the football. Like I was just going to play it out and then watch out from afterwards. But yeah, I mean, fair play and GG's, man. And that was the end of me playing FIFA for like a few hours until we knew that the Denmark game was going to continue and whatnot. But into the next game then, which was a few hours later, still Saturday night though. We go on in at 10-4. So I was pretty happy with the record. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world. We can push forward here, probably take a few more losses and get 12-14 wins. Still going to be a bit of a grind, though, if I wanted to get it all done in one session. But after going 1-0 down, it is that man, Ousmane Dembele, who, I'm not going to lie, has been a bit quieter because he's been out wide in that cam role. But he does such a good job there that I think him and Ronaldo and Nani up front are just god tier level. And then Ousmane Dembele, he frightens people. With the way that he moves on this game, how quick he is and stuff, and how two-footed he is, skillful he is, he's a great asset out wide. I mean, he's a great asset in the centre as well. He's just brilliant everywhere. I'm actually really, really glad that I did that SBC. No regrets whatsoever. We're getting a decent amount of use out of him on the series. So 3-1 up, into the second half we go, and it's Nani to get himself, I think that's his hat-trick, right? He started scoring tons for me in the latter stages of my weekend league. It's like I unlocked the full potential of him or something, because the first couple of games when we used him in Rivals, I think he got one goal or he didn't get any goals or something. One assist in the first 3 games, I think it was. So, yeah, I mean, it's like he's come out of his shell a little bit. He's settled in with the lads in the squad, and all is well. So, yeah, we get a victory there to bring me up to 11 wins. 11-4 I was happy with. First 15 games, halfway through, technically, the weekend league, and we've got 11 wins, which is very nice for me. But this guy had a nice team. Prime Zidane, mid Ronaldinho. He went 1-0 up, and I'm not going to lie, I was always chasing this game. He was just better than me. Had lots of good, skillful players up top, and he knew how to use his skills. And it was eventually Ousmane Dembele that scores a bicycle kick or a scissor kick there to make him go 2-0 up. Kind of, I don't know, I feel like I should have cleared it. But then obviously I had to throw the kitchen sink at him. I had way too many defenders up the pitch, and as you can see, it led to massive counter-attacks. So a game that was 2-0, I think ends like, I don't know if it ends 4 or 5-0. Does he get another one? Oh, he gets another one in added time. Yeah, so this was literally a 2-0 game that when I went ultra-attacking, he exploited the hell out of that. So fair play and props to you. But yeah, lost 5-0. I mean, I was never, ever... the most I could do is maybe score a goal in that game. He was just better than me. So, GG's, brother. Into the next one we go. But, as you can see, we managed to hit level 30. For the first season in, I think, the last 3 or 4. We've actually hit level 30, which shows you that I was playing quite a lot during TOTS. And the choice is between Origi, Herrera, and Renan Lodi. And as you guys know, I've been talking about it for a while now. We're going to take the lowest rated, but I think the most usable looking card. They're all pretty usable, to be fair. But I'm going to take Lodi. He gets a strong link to both Coutinho and also Yannick Carrasco, 2 players that I've been loving lately. So he may even be in the starting 11 next week or something. I'm not sure. It's going to be difficult to get Nani out of that position. Maybe I can start Nani somewhere else. Who knows? But yeah, I think Lodi was a good choice for me, and I'm glad that we hit level 30, because I would have been annoyed to miss out on that. And we did it with a few days spare as well, which is nice. So, 11 and 4 become 11 and 5, and we go into the next one, all right? I don't want to lose anymore. I just want to get my wins and get out of there. 3 wins, 3 quick, awesome wins, lots of goals, clinical finishing from the boys. And this guy had Puyol, so it was like a guaranteed win off the bat, right? And this is this goal right here proves it. Look at that. You turn a couple of times. The defender is so slow. That is why people use fullbacks. There's no agility or pace there at all. You can just twist and turn with Nani and get past Puyol. Unfortunately, he's such a difficult defender to use, you know. That's why people use the really fast and agile fullbacks. They turn better on the game. It allows you to actually get that AI block in, or the manual block, of course. So victory there takes me up to 12 wins, 12 and 4. That's compared to last weekend. My record was awful last week. We end up going into another game against a guy who had loads of icons and just genuinely a lovely team. I was scared coming up against this guy. I thought, oh, jeez, what are we going to do? But we go 1-0 up with the Portuguese and Nani, and he just scoots or skips past the defender for the next one, and I bang it home. Lovely left-footed strike. Obviously, the 5-star weak foot coming into play there and getting me that goal. And hey, why not work towards your hat-trick, buddy? Ronaldo just knocks it through. Perfect run from him and a lovely, lovely finish. So 30 minutes, hat-trick in the weekend league. That's a nice achievement for the MLS star, and definitely probably the star of my team this weekend. I know Ronaldo always does a lot, but my goodness, was Nani a fantastic player to use. So, unfortunately for me, this guy really started to he didn't quit at 3-0, and that was a worrying sign. He came back into it and got it back to 3-2 by half-time. It was Moments Raul that scored the goal, or scored both of the goals, actually, should I say, I'm pretty sure. But into the second half, we absolutely rocket the ball against the crossbar there. And then Ronaldo just somehow keeps the ball, gives it into Dembele. Ronaldo can then just scoot past the defender. I think I used and abused the directional nutmeg too much this weekend, so I apologise for that. But I was literally, I don't know, when you're playing, you just do stuff. If I'm having a weekend where skills are working for me and stuff, then I'll carry on doing them. But if it was a tough game, like kind of close, and you need to get a goal and you spot a little directional nutmeg, I have to admit that I do use and abuse that as much as anybody else would, maybe more. But yeah, 5-2 up. We certainly pulled away again in the second half and brought Muriel on just to see things to see things clear in the end of the game there, and I get a goal with him as well. So 6-2 against Muscular FC. I bet that is some sort of gym lad. Fair play to you. I meanwhile stay at home, play FIFA. Great. Anyway, into the next game. Could potentially be our final game of the weekend league. We come up against Bundesliga / England. Nice squad. Bellingham linking it all up in the middle. He got a few minutes, obviously, for England the other day, should I say. And, I mean, there wasn't much to be done. Took a little bit of a knock on the head as well, didn't he? I hope we see more of him, man. I also hope we see Sancho. Can't believe Sancho wasn't on the bench for the first game. Hope that changes somehow, because I feel like we need to be seeing those boys. I don't watch any Bundesliga, so I never see Sancho and Bellingham play. It'd be nice to sort of learn a little bit more about them and see how good they are. But as you can see in this game, we were 1-0 down. It was a tough old match. Good goal from Kane to begin things off, to start things off. But in the second half, we were like a different team. Again, I made my subs, brought Coutinho off, got my pacey wingers out there, and it just really helped. We go 2-1 up, literally quite early in the second half. Ronaldo is then able to just whip past the defender and bang it into the back of the net. And it looks like goal 3 is coming home. It's coming home. Football's coming home to Lasty's road to glory. Nani is there. I mean, I missed the shot. I literally bottled it. But maybe that was due to the pressure from Mbabu, who wiped me out and gave a penalty away. But as you can see, I stuck down the middle and he actually saved it. But we can play it directly through the middle here to Muriel. Oh, that extra touch. Just took it past Alphonso Davies, I think it was. And we can chip the goalie to make it 4-1 and get one of just a few, only a couple actually, of rage quits this weekend. So yeah, GG's, 4-1. We were 1-0 down. Lovely comeback there. And that right there is 14 wins. Oh, baby. I was happy. I was very happy. I thought we put in a good shift this weekend. Did quite a good job. Played some nice football, scored some very nice goals, and I really enjoyed my team. I did not notice it as like a 96 chemistry squad. It felt brilliant, and even more so after we put Essien at centre back. So thank you guys for that suggestion. So yeah, it's so difficult to think of maybe changing the squad up for next weekend because I just love how everyone played. Even Essien, who was kind of becoming my weak link because everyone else around him was so good. Now he's in defence as a centre-back. He's brilliant. So like everyone in this team is just like top notch. I would think that Coutinho was probably the weak link out of this entire squad in the end. And that is mad to say because he's such a good player. But yeah, Goretzka was fantastic at CDM, pushing forward, making goals happen. And just a joy. This whole team was just a joy to play with. Having the five-star players in Nani and Dembele, it's awesome. And Cancelo was fantastic as a right back for me. I'm going to sell him though because his price finally came back up to more than what I paid for him. Whether or not it continues to rise, it probably will now that I've sold him for 169. But yeah, I wanted to sell him because that would get me up to nearly 200k. And what that means is that we would have some money to maybe buy somebody else for next week's team. We have now got a position to fill. Whether that be with Lodi or I don't know. I have no idea yet. You know, we've got a few days until the next weekend league for me to decide. So yeah, as you can see, Cancelo sold quite quickly. I then saw him a few hours later for like 175. So he might be slowly creeping up. And of course, with ones to watch Jota. Festival of Football Jota. He gets a strong link to him as well, right? So maybe I've done an error there and I should have sold him a few days later. But I thought, hey, it was Saturday night. I could sell him. There's still a Sunday where the market tends to dip on a Sunday. So if I go and check Cancelo's price now, I wouldn't be surprised if he's dropped a little bit. If he continues to rise, however, it's not that big of a deal. We still made a little bit of profit on him. So we got the Florenzi SBC on Saturday evening, and there's probably been more SBCs since then, but obviously you guys are finished recording this Saturday night. We'll catch up by tomorrow's episode, I promise. But there was a little Festival of Football challenge to complete for 8. I'd go ahead and get that done because it offered a rare Electrum players pack, only untradeable, but hey, if we get one of these yellow and green cards, I'll take it untradeable. That would still be very nice, and I'm sure whoever it would be would probably get in the team because they're all pretty cracked, right? Like I know even, is it Golovin? He looks awesome, and he's like the worst one out of the lot. He's like 90 odd K or something. So yeah, it's a good squad. It really is a good team. I like what they've done with the promo. Hopefully, when they start getting their upgrades, things will get even more exciting as well. But Tagliafico was the player we got from our rare Electrum. So we traded a bunch of just rares in for like an 84, which is quite good. It means that we've got a little bit of extra fodder in the club because I'm not sure we're sitting on that much right now. I still never ended up submitting like Harry Kane and Lautaro Martinez because we never got the ultimate tots guaranteed. But if there's some sort of festival of football guaranteed, then I've got a high-rated player to submit into it, right? Or if we like any of the player SBCs over the coming days, I could probably put like an 87 rated squad together and then buy the rest with the 200k that we've got. So yeah, let me know in the comment section if there's any players you think I should pick up from either from the market with my 200k or from the SBC section. If there's anyone good out that might fit my team, let me know. But yeah, have a lovely day, everyone. Do me a huge favor, smash the thumbs up button. 4,000 likes on this Tuesday would make me very, very happy, and I thank you for that. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're new around here. I thank you for that, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You can find the links down below. I'm now going to go and put the air conditioning on and cool myself off a little bit because it gets warm in the summer here in England for about 4 days. So next week it'll be raining or snowing or something and I'll be fine. But have a good one, guys. Take it easy. Stay safe and healthy. I'll catch you tomorrow for another episode. Peace.